I think a high value woman is a woman who lands a high value man.
What do you consider a high value woman?
Like if there were,
I'm genuinely curious
what
to
would
hear
that woman look like?
What you consider that.
Let's make this woman up, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, a woman who don't go out to the club. I think some people would disqualify for that one.
I don't go to clubs.
I don't really.
He's invited me out so many times, and I don't go.
I think at this table, this man here goes to the clubs more than anyone else.
We're all going to Hakkasan after this, by the way. What's up, wow? We got calm bottles at Hakkasan. Ready? We're going to that.
She doesn't go to the club. All right. She doesn't dress like a prostitute. I didn't say she got to be a prostitute.
Oh, well, I'm
Can't
out.
dress like a prostitute. You have an exception. But anyway, what I'm saying is that, like, and also on top of that, she brings value to her household, and she has.
How does she do that?
How does she do that?
Can I go?
I got you.
What does that look like? What is value to the house?
So you
She
wanna
helps her
date your
man.
mom?
I think in 2023, realistically, a woman
Don't.
needs to be busy, so she should have a fucking job. Predominantly a high educated job, because most women never really took school serious enough to actually get a degree in
So
something
she's
serious.
intelligent.
Quite intelligent. She probably should have like a coding job or some shit like that.
Coder.
That'd be fucking boring.
A coder who is also a stripper on the side, but just for you.
Just for me. Yeah.
A one-man slut. Yeah.
You know, I actually
Bingo.
agree with you.
I like that.
For the most part, I kind of think that a high value woman doesn't exist when we look at it from the dichotomy of like a high value man. Reason being is because I think a high value woman is a woman who lands a high value man and a woman who's able to support a high value man. I think that's what it comes down to, because you look at the definition of high value for men, and it cannot be equally applied to women, because the markers for it are, when we look at, you know, evolutionary psychology and gender roles and what actually makes women happy and fulfilled and makes them the best version of themselves, it's not the same metrics that men use to become a high value man. So for me, I agree with you. I don't think it exists. I think a high value woman is a woman who lands a high value man.
Every woman, look, bro, I run a multi-million-dollar company, and I promise that I'm so quiet about this shit.
No.
And bitch,
I
you
couldn't
talking to
tell.
me like
I
I'm crazy.
couldn't
I'm like,
tell. I
Bitch
couldn't
said we don't
tell.
have the same goals. I'm so fucking quiet. Bitch looked at me and said, I don't think we have the same goals. I was like, bitch, you don't even know me. What are you talking about? Like, you sound fucking, you're fucking retarded.
I think high
at
value.
this point, I literally just be looking at them like, you're fucking dumb. And that's why I don't think they exist. Now,
Lana,
real quick?
I was gonna say, Lana, what is a high value woman to you, Lana? What is?
Oh wait, I just wanted to piggyback on what he said, because he said that a high value woman doesn't exist because, you know, when you talk to a woman that's even educated, she's still stupid. It's because people are smart in their own ways, but they're also really fucking dumb in
Okay,
another
but a
way.
lot of girls play the
just like
stupid angle
doctors
to work
are
a
fucking
situation.
stupid. Doctors
To
are
manipulate
retarded.
a
They save
situation.
lives, but they think that they're supposed to be so highly respected because they're doctors, but they're actually really dumb. They're rude. They're cocky people. Like
So you 10 years in medical school like doesn't earn you a little bit of arrogance.
Really smart people are being humble.
Like, a high
What's
value
wrong with
woman
being
is
humble?
pretty
Just because
simple.
you're
I don't think it's
educated, you
okay.
can't be humble. Like humble is still something that should be high valued. In my personal opinion, a high value woman, I would say they don't exist. But I personally believe a high value man doesn't exist either.
But if a high value woman did exist, what would she look like? To
Look
you?
like?
Or look like, be like? What were the characteristics?
To be a perfect woman would be someone who's making a lot of money, doesn't compete with her husband, still
Makes a lot of money, but doesn't. Okay, keep going.
doesn't compete with her husband, still can take care of her home and make a house a home, and is still a humble person who understands that they're not smart all the time. You know, I like a humble person and someone with a lot of fucking humor. She has to have a lot of dark humor.
There's a saying that like the smartest person. Wait, what's the saying? If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, and the smartest people know that they don't know everything. They know how smart they actually
Yeah,
are.
and if you can't spot the sucker at the table in the first 5 minutes,
And
you're the
usually-
sucker.
The loudest person in the room is usually the stupidest.
All right.
Oftentimes, yeah.
There we go. So.
I'd rather be the dumbest one in my friend of groups. My friend of.
Oh,
my
yeah,
group of people. Oh my god!
I'll tell
I
you
totally
right
just
now.
butchered that.
we quadrupled our revenue when I started hanging out with Dan Fleischman, Ty Lopez. When I started hanging out with Brad Lee. When I started, these are all high ticket closers that run like $100 million companies. When this became my friend group, you're definitely right. Like I just hanging out with Wes Watson. He's doing $3 million a month, 90% profit with no sales team. I need like whatever this guy's doing. I need to learn from. So you're completely right about that. But let's make a point here. If a woman is a heart transplant surgeon and she saves my child, she's a high value woman to me. But that doesn't mean her sexual market value is higher. This is the difference. For a man, his sexual market value and the things that make him valuable to society are the same thing. He's an NFL quarterback, so he's attractive to women. He's an NFL quarterback, so we pay him a lot of money. They are the same thing. He's a famous actor, so he's attractive to women. He's a famous actor, so we pay him a lot of money. They're the same thing. For a woman, like for instance, Madame Curie discovered radium and radiation, radioactivity. She died of it. It didn't make her husband's penis harder because she discovered radium. This is the thing that makes it different. For women, they can be high value, and their sexual market value has nothing to do with it. And the reason why, well, he was saying before, we're attractive homeless people, because you have two people. They walk up to a nightclub. One of them is a doctor. He's a doctor. He works in Doctors Without Borders. He makes about $400,000 a year. This guy has literally saved tens of thousands of children, like maybe in Africa. He's done surgeries pro bono for years. Incredible human being. He wears a plaid shirt and some fucking loafers, and he goes up to the nightclub. And then there's some girl who's like 19 years old with a fake ID, who's like does a bunch of cocaine and just fucked 3 dudes.
Nice.
Who gets in the club faster?
The girl.
The girl. The girl. That's the reason. Because, and again, I'm not trying to say this to denigrate women in general, but the point is, for a man, the things that make him valuable and attractive to women can be and often are the same thing. And for a woman, they have nothing to do with each other. The things that make her attractive, she can be uneducated and she's at the front of the line. She gets to go on the boat with Drake. She gets to do all this kind of stuff without any effort. And that's the thing. It's not that it's unfair. It's just both of us have to recognize, as men, we are not mating strategies. As men, we are not special snowflakes. Nobody gives a fuck about me because I don't have big fake boobs. Nobody is going to come save me. And if I get cheated on, the only thing I can do is get bigger muscles, make more money, and do better in life. If a girl who's stunning gets cheated on, she just has to wait 5 seconds and check her DMs, and there's some other dude in the DM. So it's very different for men and women, as long as we both understand that. That's the reality we live in.